Good morning, hello, and welcome to This Date in History, also known as TDH. This show is all about the events that occurred to date in years past, both recognized by actual historians, but mainly things that we personally find intriguing enough for us to bring to you. The sources of this information come from the smart device application Today in History. What happened today in history?
Historical calendar?
Sohan? Well, Scott, you get to finish it.
Historical calendar and the website onthisday.com.
Yep. For links to those sources, the music, and anything else potentially interesting, check the underbar of the description below. Anyway, I am A.O. Xander.
I am Scott.
And we are also joined by the legendary troublemaker, the Sohan, also known as Clayton Forrester and TV's Frank. Also known as many other names. Anyway, today is Thursday, also known as Thursday, September 1st, 2022. Welcome to September. Even though it's, now we have a wildfire update. Wonderful. So, yeah, great.
Septiembre.
Anyway, Mr. Scott, do you want to start us off today in 462?
Indeed. 462, possible start of first Byzantine indiction cycle. Indiction cycle?
Indiction, yeah.
I keep reading that and I think it's like indict, because it's spelled like that.
Inditing?
Yep. And that is, the indiction is a fiscal period of 15 years used as a means of dating events and transactions in the Roman Empire and in the papal and some royal courts. The system was instituted by the Emperor Constantine in 313 AD and was used until the 16th century in some places. Is that when we started? No, 462. So, so this is like the first, or the possible start of the Byzantine Empire, their financial, record cycle and such like that, if I'm correct. So that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, it is.
Ooh, 1255. That's interesting, because there's a ship named after this city.
Königsberg?
Yeah, if you want to take that, Scott.
Got 2 more to go?
Yeah.
Königsberg, modern day Kaliningrad, founded by Teutonic Knights and named in honor of the Bohemian King Ottokar II.
The Teutonic Knights, man. That's some incredible stuff. Ooh. You have another one here. I'm pulling an Alice and I'm reading these in between and everything. And 1267 looks interesting.
Rabbi Moses ben Nachman established as a Jewish community in Jerusalem.
Nice.
So I wonder
Go next.
Your turn, Sir Sohan.
Let's see.
I'm wondering what that word means in 1511, but go on, Sohan.
Ona syllabellum.
Yeah, I'm wondering. I've never seen that word before.
Gotta be some type of tower.
It is a Latin word meaning a place of assembly. So yeah, so it's like an assembly place. So the assembly place of Pisa. So I guess that's like a community center or something,
Yeah.
So of the city.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Also, 1535, French navigator Jacques Cartier reaches Hochelaga, Montreal.
Yep. No, today is Montreal in Canada. Quebec? Or where is Montreal?
Quebec.
Yeah, okay, yeah, city in Quebec, Canada.
Okay. Also, 1547, Holy Roman Emperor Charles V demands creation of an Imperial League German states.
The founding of Germania. Interesting.
And in 1598, Spanish King Philip II receives sacraments.
What are sacraments? His hat looks like a thimble. Sacraments. In the Christian Church, is a religious ceremony or ritual regarded as imparting divine grace, such as baptism, the Eucharist, and in the Roman Catholic and many Orthodox churches, penance and the anointing of the sick. In the Roman Catholic use, it is the consecrated elements of the Eucharist, especially the bread or host. Or, yeah, the bread or host. So I guess, like, communion, maybe?
Sounds like it.
Moving on up into 1609, we have Peter Both was sworn in as the first Governor General of the Dutch East Indies. That's interesting. And
Yes.
What?
It is.
Yeah, then we have 1632, the Battle of Castelnaudary. Henry de Montmorency's rebel army lost to the French royalist forces, loyal to Louis XIII. And I see there was like another situation of Jewish expulsion, but before that, so yeah.
And in the same goddamn place.
Was it? Oh, Germany. Oh, yeah, same place. Oh, wow. Okay, I see what you're talking about. That. And then Frankfurt and Frank. You know, I don't know. Starting to pull things into this that don't even belong.
Yes,
that's weird.
It is hot dog.
Hot dog.
Hot dog.
Yeah. Yes, I am hot dog. Mr. Scott.
Yeah, Frankfurt and Hamburg. It's hot dogs and hamburgers.
Yeah. Sounds like a good old American barbecue right there.
Alright, 1695. French garrison of Castle Namur surrenders to the army of the Grand Alliance under the command of King William III of England.
Silly Chiquois. Well, speaking of Chiquois.
Oh, God.
Dude, look at that guy. He has big hair and a tiny mustache.
Man, he looks like Shia LaBeouf from Weird Al's Love Child.
He does.
Yep.
Go for
I don't
it.
think I'm ever going to unsee that now.
Yeah. Go for it, Scott.
1715. King Louis XIV of France dies after a reign of 72 years, the longest of any major European monarch.
Wow.
Damn.
Well,
So long its whole life, probably.
yeah. Well, Elizabeth here is going to break that. Let me see here. How long has Elizabeth been queen? Let's see here. 70 years and 127 days. And this guy's at 72 years, so she's close. She's close. Like another year or so, and she'll be there. Here we go. We might actually live through a break. Dude, that's going to be amazing. If we live through that event, it's the first time that record's been broken in 307 years.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Wow. That is incredible.
Well, you have, why don't you take these next two, Scott? Speaking of we
Sure,
were talking
good one,
about Jews earlier, so...
To what?
1739 and then 1752.
Oh. 1739, 35 Jews sentenced to life in prison in Libsyn, Portugal.
Dang.
For
wonder
what?
they
Just
did.
being Jewish?
I don't know, maybe, but let me look that up, actually. Let's see here. Sentenced to life in prison. Let's see here. Well, it's just telling me what that happened, so, but why? Okay, is this gonna... No, this is the exact website we're reading off of. September 1st. This is just another... They're not gonna tell us. Let's see here.
You didn't want to look
Why?
up just why were 35 Jews sentenced to life in prison in Portugal, or?
35 Jews sentenced to life in prison.
In Lisbon. Whatever.
In
1739.
Lisbon. The Portuguese Inquisition, maybe.
Yeah.
1500s. What year was
So
this?
this
1700s. So
1750s.
this is. Huh. Well, I don't think we're gonna, without like some extreme digging, we're not gonna really find an answer to that question.
you
Damn.
won't.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I forgot it was it's Sohan's turn now. It's 1752.
Oh, you said get the other two.
Okay.
Yeah. 1752, Liberty Bell arrives in Philadelphia.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Still there now.
Pennsylvania. Hey, I know a couple
Not-
people who are in Pennsylvania.
No, it's officially my turn. But
Yes,
yep.
it is.
1763, Catherine II of Russia endorses Ivan Koy plan for foundling home in Moscow.
Foundling home. What the hell's a foundling home? Let me look that up here. Foundling home. Foundling hospital. Not necessarily a medical hospital, but more commonly a children's home offering shelter and education to foundlings. Okay, so I guess foundlings is also like a term for children?
Yes.
So,
Yeah, or like whatchamacallit, like
Is it like an
you know,
orphanage?
kids without a home, you know, like
yeah,
what's that
orphans, as Sohan
orphans,
said.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's interesting. So they're starting an orphanage back in 1763. Huh.
Hmm. Let's see what else. No. 1785, Mozart publishes six-string quartet, Opus 10 in Vienna.
Quartet, yeah.
Quartet, yeah. Cool. Little Wolfgang
Austria.
Amadeus Mozart.
I guess he did it in Austria.
Yep. And
Vienna.
you know what?
Vienna, and that's
I'm gonna do these two. 1978. No, 1798. Britain signs treaty with Nizam of Hyderabad, India. Also, 1 year later, 1799, the Bank of Manhattan Company opens in New York City, forerunner to Chase Manhattan.
Ah, Chase.
Yes.
So oh wow, so the Chase that we know today, right? Bank?
I'm guessing.
Sounds like it. 1804, Juno, one of the largest main belt asteroids discovered by German astronomer Carl Ludwig Harding. So Juno was discovered on this date. That's interesting. Then 1807, Aaron Burr was acquitted of charges of plotting to set up an empire. Oh yeah, that's right. Someone remembers this. We talked about this earlier. Aaron Burr came under fire for a little bit because people thought he was going to try to revolt against America after revolting against Britain. Damn.
Yep.
Moving on up into 1869, construction began on the Grand Central Depot for Cornelius Vanderbilt's New York and Harlem Railroad, later replaced by Grand Central Station.
Nice.
Grand Central Depot, yeah, that was more for industrial stuff. So. And then Scott's turn again. Man, these are going fast.
1870, Napoleon III captured at Sedan.
Not good. Dude, is it just me, or does he have that Leonardo DiCaprio meme face going on right there?
Does.
Yeah. He kind of has that, face.
I don't know, there's just like some really smelly smell in the room and he can't take it.
That
Ooh.
smelly smell that smells smelly. Anchovies!
Damn, just like two good ones back to back.
Where?
75 and 78.
Ooh. Go for it, Scott.
Yeah, 1875.
Yeah.
A murder conviction effectively forces the violent Irish anti-owner coal miners, the Molly Maguires, to disband.
Wow. Politics right there going on.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. This is really cool here. Next one.
1878, first female telephone operator starts work. Emma Nutt. Emma Nutt for the Edwin Holmes Telephone Dispatch Company in Boston.
Wow.
Nut.
There's so many jokes I can make, but I'm not going to. So.
Yep.
Mr. Sohan.
Yes.
I believe it's your turn now.
Okay, let's see.
I believe.
I believe it is your turn.
I believe.
Cohen's turn.
1897, the Boston subway opens, becoming the first underground rapid transit system in North America. That is fucking awesome.
That's cool.
It is cool.
Go to Boston, you take the underground, get a coffee.
Also, 1898, Lord Kitchener's troops attack Omdurman, Sudan.
Ooh.
This man looks more Russian than he does German.
He's British. He's neither Russian nor German.
he looks man. He looks like he got that Stalin stash.
He does.
And 1900, German DeHill Irish Council, founded by Arthur Griffin in order to promote a Buy British campaign.
Irish campaign.
Buy Irish campaign.
Huh.
He's the founder of
I can make a joke with that name
CNPN.
as well, but
Make it.
It's the Irish. He's the founder of CNPN.
with an O, it's like.
Hold on, you both were talking at the same time. What were you saying, Scott?
You want me to make that joke?
Is it too bad?
Not really.
Okay.
But never mind.
No, go
What was
for it.
someone
Dude, say it.
Jesus.
That name, if you took the A out and replaced it with an O. The first name in that 1900 one.
Oh, God. Oh, man. Jesus Christ.
Anyway.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. You just added to it.
Yep. No, I just said it. Come on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Instead of Kuman.
Cumin.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
1905.
What about do 1901?
Oh, yes,
The construction begins on New York Stock Exchange. Ow.
The famous NYSE. Nicey. It's not really that nice, though.
No.
Negative.
And, oh, you got, like, someone who looks like a disappointed history teacher.
Yeah. His name is Wilfred.
So,
1905, Wilfrid Laurier oversees Alberta and Saskatchewan, joining the Confederation of Canada as its 8th and 9th Canadian province.
nice.
Yes.
Yeah. Moving on up into 1913, George Bernard Shaw's play Androcles and the Lion premiered in London. Androcles, okay, has to be some kind of Greek something or other.
Yep.
We have 1913, Zhang Jun's Wuyi Corps captured Nanjing on behalf of Emperor Yuan Shikai in the Republic of China's Second Revolution, ending Chinese independence and causing Sun Yat-sen to flee to Japan. Dang.
Woo-wee.
Woo-wee!
That's something, yeah.
Isn't that like Mr. Poopy Butthole's like catchphrase from Rick and Morty? Woo-wee! Woo-wee!
Yep.
Yeah.
Was that my 3 or that was... I did 2. Okay.
That's one. Well, that's one.
No, I did
that's
2.
two.
I did George Bernard Shaw before that. So then we have in the year 1919, Frank Wedekind's play Heracles premiered in Munich. Huh. He has a Walt Disney look kind of vibe going with him right there.
So, I don't know if we skipped, but look how in 1916 there's Bulgaria declares war on Romania,
Ooh.
which I don't know what war that was.
Looks like the
War
first
One.
one in the year. For, World War One was 1914 through 1918, I believe.
Great War.
Okay.
Yeah.
But nothing great about it.
Yeah, they call it the war to end all wars, but it was a war to start every war. So, yeah. Dos más, Senor Scott.
Whoa, one more. Two more.
Two
actually.
more.
So, okay. 1919?
No, I did
1919?
that. I did that.
Oh, okay. 1931, future Baseball Hall of Fame first baseman Lou Gehrig hits his third Grand Slam in 4 days and sixth homer in consecutive games in New York Yankees 5-win versus the Boston Red Sox.
Boston.
That was a good stretch of game he had there. Three
Yeah.
Grand Slams in 4 days. That's something.
I gotta say, every time I hear about Grand Slams, I want to go to Denny's. So,
Right. What the fuck's up, Denny's?
kick in the door. Better rev up those fryers, boys.
Because
Yeah.
I'm a hungry man today.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I've one more. This is interesting. Oh, wow. This is awful.
Yeah. Now I see why he really idolized them.
Yeah.
1938, Benito Mussolini cancels civil rights of Italian Jews.
Dang.
Now I see why he fucking
Ouch.
idolized them.
Yeah. And
Speaking
like,
of which,
now that I'm looking at his picture, is it just me or do his eyes look really small and close together?
they are.
Oh god, we're going from one fascist to another. Holy shit.
Yeah, but
Wait,
I
if they
said,
cancel their civil rights, how they can just basically get persecuted for anything?
Yes.
Hmm?
That's the point.
Damn.
speaking of someone idolizing somebody, in 1939, Adolf Hitler orders extermination of mentally ill through the T4 euthanasia program, arguing that wartime was the best time for the elimination of the incurably ill.
That
Wow.
doesn't make sense. That makes no sense.
That's like evil on a level I can't even comprehend, dude. Holy fuck.
We
Yeah.
don't know how to take care of them. Well, let's just euthanize them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Pretty
like, you know,
much.
right there,
Speaking
like, wartime, the best time for the elimination of the incurably ill, because everybody's focused on the war, so you can just kind of sweep this under the rug, you know, oh, don't mind this, you know. That is taking advantage of situations, you know.
It's extremely fucked up.
Wow. Wow. Well, going
I'm
from...
surprised I never heard about that before.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I do know that he, like, you know, it wasn't just the Jews. It was gypsies. It was, you know, it was other religious people. It was the mentally retarded, you know, like anybody who wasn't perfectly up to snuff. You know, it wasn't everybody who wasn't an Aryan, but, you know, a lot of groups, you know, like, were in there. So, a lot of people don't realize that. It was more than just the Jews. Like... So, but anyway, you have
Also,
another one here, Mr. Sohen.
I got two more.
Dos más.
1939, General George Marshall sworn as the United States Army Chief of Staff.
Cool.
Yeah.
I've heard that name before.
Also, another 1939.
Damn, we're
In
just
the
stuck
scoop
at
of the
39, aren't we? Holy shit,
In the
dude.
scoop of the century, Telegraph journalist Claire Hollingworth becomes the first to respond to the outbreak of World War II. It is incredible.
Report the outbreak. Yeah,
Report the outbreak.
So the first person to report on World War II, 1939. Yeah. Yeah, it's September 1st. This is the start. This is when they invaded Poland. I don't know why that's not in here. Okay, here we go. Right here, I was just telling you, 1939, World War II starts when Germany invaded Poland by attacking the free city of Danzig. So this is the start of World War II.
Damn, Danzig.
Yep.
I kind of like the non-listed, the non-highlighted second 1939.
Second 1939?
Involving black holes.
Black
Yeah.
holes? Ooh. Oh wow. 1939, Scientific Journal Physical Review published first paper to deal with black holes. Ooh. That's incredible.
Interesting. Yeah.
Wow, we gotta just read every 39 because like this is all historically significant. So like
We should, yeah.
we also have Switzerland mobilized its forces and the Swiss Parliament ended Henry Garrison to head the elected Henry Garrison to head the Swiss Army, an event that can happen only during war or mobilization. And then that's my 3. So Scott, just keep on going down. Like.
So these are all 1939. So Switzerland proclaims neutrality at the outbreak of World War II. So neutrality, that's just like
Neutral.
Yeah, Switzerland
Gotcha.
is always neutral
Gotcha.
because they're within the basin of a mountain range that surrounds them. So like, if there's any invasion force, they have.
So they weren't gonna fight for any sides.
Yeah, no.
So that's
even
what
though the Vatican employed Swiss Army members as the Swiss Guard, as we know, there's a whole history behind all that. Because they did some amazing stuff. They've saved the Pope's life before, way back in the day. But keep in mind, the Vatican is located in Rome, which is Italy, which is part of the Nazis. So
Right.
yeah. So,
I did not see that coming. Anyway, so 1939 again, the wound badge for Wehrmacht SS Kriegsmarine and Luftwaffe soldiers is instituted. The final version of the Iron Cross was also instituted on this date.
So this is like the official creation of those medals, those awards, those accommodations, not accommodations,
So,
accommodations.
Yeah,
So.
the Iron Cross.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that was his 3. No, his 2. Scott, you have one more.
Yeah.
Take the 1941 here.
One more in 1939. World War II starts when Germany invades Poland by attacking the free city of Danzig.
Yeah, I already read that. So why don't you do the 1941? Because that one's interesting.
My bad.
It's okay.
1941. Jews living in Germany are required to wear a yellow Star of David.
Yep. That's how they started. Marking them. Well.
Yeah.
That's how it starts.
Actually, I wonder when they started giving them tattoos. So, when did Germany start giving Jew tattoos? Spring of 1942. So, yeah, the SS began systematically tattooing all incoming Jewish prisoners. Okay, so that was when, when they got rounded up. So, they didn't, get tattoos while out, roaming. It was after they were captured. But this is, I remember, the Biden administration said something about requiring Republicans to start wearing, an emblem or something. So, here we go. So, something like that. Anyway, now it's Sohan's turn.
Yes. 1942, U.S. federal judge upholds detention of Japanese Americans.
Yep, we had prison camps of our own.
Yeah, during that time where we pretty much put them in camps.
Now, see,
it wasn't as bad as the German camps.
Yeah, no, we weren't doing it out of hate. It's easy to sit here today and look back at that and say it was awful. Yes, it was. But put yourself in the boots back then, because a lot of the Japanese spies, were registered U.S. citizens. Just as a lot of Chinese spies are registered U.S. citizens, a lot of Russian spies are registered. It's covering tracks and everything. A lot of the people who took those tourist planes, over Pearl Harbor, oh, I'm a tourist, I want to look at the harbor. They take pictures. Oh yeah, the battleship's over here, the cruisers over there. So we don't know. So as bad as it is to round everybody up, it was a necessary evil, lest we just allowed them because it's morally right to do, that becomes a weakness, and they will exploit it. So, I look at it. It's like it was an awful situation, but I, to this day, still uphold that it was the right idea. It's awful, but you gotta do something.
Right.
Yep.
Also, in 1943, Chiang Kai-shek again becomes chairman of the Nationalist Government of China.
China.
Yes. And in 1944, King George IV promotes Montgomery to Field Marshal.
I think that's a 6.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, 6.
Yeah, Roman numerals 1. You can count them on your hand. The first 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 is the V between the thumb and the index finger. So 5, and then so I before V is 4. I after V is 6.
Yeah.
And then X is 10, and then all that stuff. And then we get into the M's for millennium and stuff like that. So,
Yes.
You have one more, right, Soen?
Okay, yeah.
Ooh.
1946, Greece votes for monarchy.
Ah.
I kind of like 47 as well. The last one before 48 highlighted.
The victory?
Yeah.
I'll read it. 1947, with a victory by armed in the Washington Park Handicap, Calumet Farm becomes the first stable to surpass $1 million in annual earnings, leaves all owners with total earnings of $1,402,436.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yeah,
in
for
that
47.
time.
Moving on up into 1948, Australian Test batsman Don Bradman, 143, Lindsay Hassett, 151, and Neil Harvey, 110, score centuries in Australia's first innings of drawn cricket tour match versus South of England at Hastings. As my dad always says, cricket. I wonder if he's dissing the sport or dissing the mobile service provider, Cricket Wireless. Oh, here we go. This guy who looks like a human form of Bernie Sanders. 1951, Prime Minister David Ben-Gurion ordered establishment of Israel Secret Service Mossad. Ooh. And then we have a film release in 1954, Rear Window, directed by Alfred Hitchcock and starring James Stewart and Grace Kelly, was released.
Ooh. A Hitchcock film.
Hitchcock. Ba-dum-ba-ba-da-dum-ba-dum. Scott!
Okay, here we go. I'll read the next highlighted one. There's a lot in between. So 63.
Yep.
Cliff Richard and the Shadows, first British rock group to perform in Israel.
Cool.
Wow. I don't know, 62 was pretty cool. Just the United Nations announces Earth's population has hit 3 billion.
Oh yeah, we were talking with Ghost earlier today. What's
yeah,
it like?
how it's about to hit 8 billion. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna hit 8 billion people. Like, what was it? Like in a couple weeks or something soon?
Yep. How about that?
Yeah. Yeah. So hey, Ghost, if you're watching this, which most likely you are, you're in the show. Even without being here, you're in the show. We listen.
Yeah.
We reference. Yep. And thank you for that, by the way.
Wow. There is some name in one of these relay teams. I don't know. I really wanted to read it just because of this name.
Okay.
The U.S. 4x200 meter freestyle relay team of George Harrison, Dick Blick, Mike Troy, and Jeff Farrell swim world record 8 minutes and 10.02 to beat Japan by 3.3 seconds and win gold medal at the Rome Olympics. So that was
Grow up.
What?
Grow up.
Oh yeah.
Dick Blick.
Dick Blick. What a name. Dick Blick.
I know.
Yeah, that's unless it's Richard, but
Well, Richard Blick.
it rhymes. I don't know. You don't see too many names like that. That's the first time I've seen a name like that.
I see one called Dick Pound and Dick Lord.
Yeah, Dick Pound. Oh my God.
Imagine if it was just like Richard Dick or something.
No, it's
Dick Richards.
no, Richard Head. Dr.
Yeah.
Richard Head.
Yeah, I said don't be such a Richard head. Yeah.
Okay. So is it my turn?
I have no idea.
Yes, I kind of skipped a little bit through the other ones, but yeah,
That's
go
okay.
ahead.
Alright then. 1968 pirate radio, Marina, Netherlands begins transmitting.
Do what you want because your pirate is free. You are the pirates.
Yes. Also, here's a good one. 1969, Colonel Muammar Gaddafi deposed King Idris in the Liberian revolution.
Libyan.
Yeah, Libyan.
I think Liberia is another nation. Hold on.
It is.
He looked angry.
Liberia, yeah, it is.
He looks
Yeah.
angry.
Yes, he is an angry person. He was fighting against the West, like he was trying. Like Gaddafi, Gaddafi was a hero among Africa. He was trying to get his nation off of the U.S. Dominated gold standard, and then everybody made him out to be like some kind of despot, and they went in there and subverted his whole country, and it's a disgusting thing what the states and the allies did to this guy. So, and all he did was want his own economy that's not based off of the U.S. dollar.
Allies.
Yeah, what an awful man.
Pretty much the NATO in general.
I feel sorry for Gaddafi, man.
Also, in 1969, Jerry Lewis, fourth muscle dystrophy telethon.
Yeah, muscular dystrophy, MD. Yeah, let me look that up because I know that's an awful disease, but I don't know the exact semantics of it. So let's see here. Muscular dystrophies are a group of muscle diseases caused by mutations in a person's genes. Over time, muscle weakness decreases mobility, making everyday tasks difficult. So
yeah, you end up in a wheelchair.
Yeah, I think one of my aunts has MD. No, MS. No, she doesn't have multiple sclerosis. She has muscular dystrophy. Totally different thing. Sohan, 71.
Also, 1970, failed assassination attempt on Jordanian King Hassan.
Jordanian King Hussein.
Would you mind if I did 71?
Go ahead.
Because this one's interesting. Okay. 1971, the Pittsburgh Pirates start what is believed to be an all-black lineup, including several Latinos in MLB history. And a 10-7 win versus the Philadelphia Phillies includes future Hall of Famers Roberto Clemente and Willie Stargell. And I don't even think Roberto Clemente lived too much longer after this because he passed away in a plane crash.
He died in December 31st, 1972 at the age of 38, and this was 71. So about another year and a half. So yeah, you're close.
Yeah, he was just a he was... I did a report on him in high school, like high school or something. So
yeah.
He was a big figure, when it happened, because they never found him at sea or anything. So he was just a great player, very looked up on.
Well, maybe he faked his own death because he didn't want the fame,
Hopefully not. I don't think so.
People do that all the time. But yeah, that's interesting.
We'll never know.
That's kind of funny though, like the first all-black lineup and then including several Latinos. Well, then it's not the first all-black lineup, then is it? There's a couple Browns in there. That was kind of racist to say, but whatever. Anyway, 1972, U.S. chess grandmaster Bobby Fischer defeated Russian champion Boris Spassky 12.5 to 8.5 in Reykjavik, Iceland. This was the most publicized world title match ever played. Fischer was the first U.S. Citizen to win the title. That's cool.
Yeah, and I watched a movie on him, and it was really cool. if anybody knows anything about chess, he used to like move his queen too soon or something, or like he had these interesting things. 'Cause he was an enigma, Bobby Fischer, for chess.
Well, that's interesting because that's 72, so that's during the Cold War, and that's U.S. versus Russia, so that's like a little bit that Cold War attitude going on in the chess match right there.
Ooh.
What are you oohing about?
73.
Highlighted?
Yeah, but there's a bunch of stuff for the Munich Olympics.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, well that's coming up. The actual like shooting and everything.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh wait, here we go. Oh, that's a different type of shooting. Like I was looking at it says Polish shooter, but it's like something about pistol. I'll take this. 1972, Polish shooter Józef Zabinski successfully defended his Olympic 25-meter rapid-fire pistol title at the Munich Games with an Olympic record 595 points. You know what? Let's see here. When was shooting removed from
Józef Zabinski.
Yeah. So until 1948, oh no, individual and team events were fired until 1948 when team contests were eliminated by the UIT. But is shooting removed from the Olympics?
No.
No. Well, in 2017 they're talking about removing it from the Olympics. So I don't know. I don't watch the Olympics. Like, do they still do shooting?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Because I was sitting here thinking, like, like with the whole, like, the Munich thing coming up, like, it's like, oh, hey, let's ban guns from the Olympics entirely. But apparently they didn't, so. Anyway, I'm going to move up into 1973. In his first title defense, George Foreman retained his WBC and WBA heavyweight crowns when he knocks out Jose King Roman of Puerto Rico in round 1 in Tokyo, Japan. Wow.
That's the ooh I was talking about. Or,
Could you look up how long George Foreman boxed for? Because there was a time where he boxed like way later in his life too, like maybe 40s or even 50. I don't know.
Yeah, he did come out of retirement in the late 90s.
Between 1967 and 1997, so it's 30 years. That's a long time to box.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. George Foreman's boxing record, 76 wins, 68 by knockout, and 5 losses. Wow.
And of course he made his George Foreman grill, which he sold.
Being Ali.
Yeah, Wait, what about Ali?
One of those losses is Ali.
Ah. Well, I mean, that's a given right there, so. Is it still my turn? I don't know anymore.
Yes, we got 2 more.
Okay. 1975, New York Mets pitcher Tom Seaver shut out Pittsburgh Pirates 3-0. First to reach 200 strikeouts for a Major League Baseball record 8th straight season.
It's not about the money, Spider-Man. It's about the Mets, baby.
Not about the money, Spider-Man. It's about the Mets, baby. Yeah, let's go Mets. Come on, Mets.
That's some consistency.
Yep. Then 1977, we have Tracy Austin at the age of 18 years, 8 months and 20 days, became the youngest female to play in the U.S. Open, defeating German Heidi Eisterlehener 3-6, 6-3, 6-1 in a first-round match. Dang.
Just to say, in this 1975 one where it says the transit fare rises from 35 cents to 50 cents, is that like inflation or is that just because they had to put that in there?
Damn right it is.
That's inflation. And wasn't that during the oil crisis in the 70s?
Oh yeah, probably. That's right.
Because, like, let's see, energy crisis 1970. When did the 70s oil crisis start? October of 1973. So let's see here. When did it last, though? How long did the oil crisis last? How long did the 70s oil crisis last? Through 1980. So 1973 through 1980. And this is 75. So this is like more towards the beginning. So yeah, you're right. It would be inflation because of the cost of fuel would be a lot higher. And this is transit, so this is public, public transit, so like buses, trains, or whatever, subways.
Yeah, like more people are going to be using them.
Yeah. Although aren't subways electric?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, they should be. Yeah.
The modern one, yes.
But then again, the cost would go down the line because, you need to feed the power plants, materials. You need to transport those, and that costs more money. So it just goes down the line. So that's interesting. Good pull, Scott.
Yeah, thanks. I noticed that. I was like, that's got to be significant.
Yeah, it is. Well, there's another one in 1975 if you want to take that too.
Yeah, I just noticed that it says U.S. stripper well oil prices decontrolled.
So it sounds like they deregulated it to allow more product to be made. It's like, fuck it, we need gas. Let's stop with this OSHA crap and just produce. So. Yeah.
I guess we could learn from then what's going on now. I don't know.
That's the point of history. We learn from the past and do a better job in the future. Don't make the same mistakes twice. That's what's going on today. People don't realize that we're repeating almost to the T of things that have happened before, and we're doing the exact same path that we did before. We gotta try something new.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just a self-fulfilling cycle that'll just never end unless somebody changes it. So, but anyway, let's move on up into 1978, Mr. Scott.
78. All right. 1978 horror film Dawn of the Dead, written and directed by George A. Romero, starring David
MG, because the E, the vowels, the E makes vowels sound, but G's not a vowel.
So David MG.
Yeah.
Ken Forey and Scott H. Reiniger. Premieres in Torino.
Nice.
Dawn of the Dead, that's an influential movie right there.
Yeah, and it was remade a couple of times a little bit later in the 2000s.
Yeah, and then of course,
yes.
Of course, the Shaun of the Dead spoof, great film.
And then there's Land of the Dead by George A. Romero. That's like one of the last films I think he directed. Was Land of the Dead.
Yep. Sohan, you were gonna say something?
Yeah, man. I love his movies.
Yeah, because Land of the Dead, that's when the zombies started getting smart, and they had that one guy who could actually
one smart zombie that's teaching them shit.
Yes. Yeah, and then that was an interesting one because they would shoot off the fireworks to distract them and stuff to get by. It was pretty interesting.
At the end of it, wasn't working.
Yeah, the end of it was them going their own way, the whole group of this. Yeah, it was interesting, very different take on what you normally see for a zombie movie.
Yeah. Oh, have you seen that zombie movie where the guy becomes human again and starts developing a conscience or something?
It's called Warm Bodies. I've seen it too.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. Anyway, Sohan, 1979.
Sure. 1979, U2 released first record and EP titled U2 3. Available only in Ireland. Wow, what a piece of shit.
Bono. Trying so hard to be number one because he's just a steaming pile in number two.
Yeah.
And,
1980. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Which one?
No, go ahead.
1980, Dutch embassy in Israel moves from Jerusalem to Tel Aviv.
Tel Aviv, I've heard that name many times.
Yep, me too.
Yep.
I suppose we can try this 1981 military coup if you want.
Yep, I was thinking of too.
Yeah,
1881 military coup under General Kolenberg in Central African Republic. President Draco flees.
What a coward.
Yep.
Moving on up into 1981, Uruguay's ruling council named Gregorio Alvarez as transitional president, and he ruled until 1985. So he got a full term. That's pretty cool. Oh, well, he was a general and dictator, so that's probably why he ruled for so long. Huh.
Yep. So many dictators that we talk about.
Yep.
Italian dictators, Uruguay dictators, German dictators.
They're everywhere, man.
And then you got the Cuban dictator, Castro, whatever. I think he was a dictator.
Then we have the current Canada dictator, what's his face? The son of Castro. I've actually forgotten his name. Justin Trudeau. So, yeah.
Yikes.
Yikes. I give you one yike. 1984. What's love got to do with it?
Got to do with it. Got to do with it.
Single tops the charts, giving Tina Turner her first #1 as a solo artist. Nice. And then moving on up into 1984. Willie Totten, Mississippi Valley State, passed for division IAA record 536 yards and 9 TDs, an 86-0 win versus Kentucky State. Jerry Rice catches 17 passes for 294 yards and 5 touchdowns, breaking own division IAA record for total yardage and pass receptions. That was a mouthful.
I also thought that the highlighted 1983 was interesting.
Highlighted 1983?
Yeah, it's
the Korean?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
1983 Korean Boeing 747 flight 007. Strayed into Siberia and was shot down by a Soviet jet. Now, something tells me that a certain British spy had something to do with that. Like strayed into Siberia. Oh, how convenient. No.
Yeah.
That sounds like an insertion right there. So. Then we have 1985. Billy Elliott claimed a $1 million bonus for winning 3 of the 4 crown jewel races on the NASCAR schedule: the Daytona 500, Winston 500, and Southern 500. Dang.
NASCAR.
Left turn. Like, isn't that like? Didn't Cartman dip Vagisil like tobacco in that episode?
Yes.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Anyway, before we continue, I'm going to do the split here. Alright, welcome back to part 2. We are still in the 80s. Mr. Scott, you want to tell us what happened in 87? Actually, 86. Sorry, I almost skipped over one here.
1986, Paul McCartney releases Press to Play album.
Interesting.
In 1987, 15-year-old American tennis player Michael Chang becomes youngest man to win a match at the U.S. Open when he beats Australian Paul McNamee in 4 sets in the opening round.
Tennis. Yep, a lot of back and forth there.
Yeah.
I always found it a little bit of a racket myself, but sometimes I can get a handle on it, maybe. Read the next one before I continue, please. Scott.
1989. I was trying to think of one myself, but 1989. Roger and Me, the first documentary directed by Michael Moore, premieres at the Telluride Film Festival.
Cunt.
I'm Michael Moore. Me. And another one here.
Yeah.
1989. Chris Evert becomes the first player ever to win 100 matches in the U.S. Open / Open Tennis Championship by beating Patricia Tarabinia 6-2 and 6-4. First player ever.
What?
She was the first player ever. So
that's pretty cool.
Pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, to win 100 matches, nice. Mr. Soen,
Now,
what else happened in 89?
1989, revival of Cole Porter's musical Anything Goes closes at Beaumont Theater, New York City after 804 performances.
That's a lot of performances.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Must have been popular.
Also, 1990, Jerome Robbins' Broadway closes at Imperial Theater, New York City after 634 performances.
That's still a lot.
Yeah. In 1991, Richard J. Kerr serves as acting director of CIA.
CIA, Covert or Central Intelligence Agency. So, yep. Moving on up into 1993, Goran Ivanisevic and, God, what a name, and Danielle Nestor played a 20-18 tiebreaker in their U.S. Open first round match, eventually won by Ivanisevic 6-4, 7-6, 7-6, with 20-18 in total. Longest tiebreak in U.S. Open history. Dang. 1993 as well.
Somebody just was not winning. They were not winning for a while there.
Yeah, no, like they're evenly matched.
Yep.
1993 as well. Revival of Peter Schaffer's farce double bill White Liars / black comedy opened at Criterion Theater in New York City. Ran for 38 performances. Well, that's paltry in the face of the other two we reported on just a minute ago. And moving on up into 1994, 8-time major winner Ivan Lendl, 34, played his final professional tennis match, forced to retire with back pain, telling Bernd Karbacher of Germany, 6-4, 7-6, 1-0 in the second round of the U.S. Open. So yeah, he had to retire with back pain after that match. Dang.
Yep.
My dad's been getting some back pain lately, and that's really worrying, because as I said, he busts his ass at work all the time, and we got to get out of California, man. Like, there's no hope of me getting a job out here. I don't know where to go though. Like, I don't know what to do. Anyway, Scott, what happened in 1997?
Damn. That just put that in your. All you had to do was read back pain, and it all came flooding back.
Yeah.
1997, two-time defending U.S. Open champion Pete Sampras has his 17th match winning streak, the fourth longest of the Open era in men's singles, snapped in a 6-7, 7-5, 7-6, 3-6, and 7-6 loss to Peter Korda of the Czech Republic.
Damn, that's as many rounds as you can get, because in tennis,
good games right there, yeah.
Yeah, in tennis, with men's tennis, you gotta win 3 out of whatever. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds. So yeah.
Yeah, it can go hours and hours and hours.
Yeah. Oh,
I was curious. There's a match by a guy named Novak Djokovic, and it was so long. I remember being on TV like all day.
Yeah. You have an Alice article here, Mr. Scott.
Alice. Okay.
Alice.
1999, ex-Pittsburgh Penguins star Mario Lemieux is approved as new owner of the struggling franchise. The Penguins become first club in pro sports history to be owned by a former member of the team.
Ooh. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Staying, what is that word?
Alive?
I can't think of the word.
Staying alive?
Well, no, I can't think of it. It's fine. Darn it. Like, loyal. Staying loyal to the franchise.
Well, yes. Loyalty is rare. So, Mr. Troublemaker.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Picture of Sammy Sosa after he wasn't black anymore.
Wait, what?
Look up Sammy Sosa from his baseball time, and then look at this picture.
Yes.
Let me see.
2001, facing a 4-time Cy Young Award winner, Greg Maddux, Cubs slugger Sammy Sosa hits the longest home run in Turner Field history as his 53rd of the season travels 471 feet to straightaway center.
Yeah,
pretty deep shot.
I was looking at the Sammy Sosa then versus now. What the hell happened? Like,
Yeah, he bleached his skin or something.
Oh.
I forget. He used some type of a cream. And yeah, he doesn't look anything of the same. So.
Did he do that intentionally?
Yes.
Why?
Mental illness.
Okay. I don't know why.
I
don't know why anybody would want to be white. So.
Holy shit. 2004. Belgian school hostage crisis begins as armed terrorists take hundreds of school children and adults hostage in the Russian town of Belzland in North Ossetia.
Dang. Hundreds of... Wow. Jeez.
And also in 2004 sexual assault charge against LA Lakers star Kobe Bryant is dropped by the Eagle County District Attorney's Office in Colorado after the victim decides not to participate.
Wow, what a liar. Hashtag
Yeah,
me too.
They may have paid her off as well. I don't know.
Nah, well, I don't know. Yep. Sohan, you have one more, right?
Yeah. Also,
I remember this happened with Kobe Bryant and someone at a hotel or something. And
Yeah.
There's all kinds of phone calls of them talking about it, and this was horrible for his career at the time.
Yeah. Hold on a second, Scott. You went low again, but don't leave. Don't leave. Hold on. I'm gonna try something. Ooh. Okay.
while you do that, 2005. 22 MTV Music Awards. Green Day, Kelly Clarkson, and Kanye West win.
Scott, try talking.
Does it sound better?
Yep. Yeah, you don't need to fully disconnect. You can just leave the channel and come back. Because what I do is I just drag you to another channel. I drag you back, and I don't know what's going on, but that fixes it. So.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh wow! Look at Mick Drint. Like.
Roger Goodell.
Do you see Mike Dirnt here? Like, he looks like he's sad about what he did to his hair.
Yes, he does.
He is too old to be rocking that. Like, that's 30s, maybe 40s at most. But yeah. Anyway, 2006, Roger Goodell began his tenure as NFL commissioner. Cool. 2008, Spring Temple Buddha statue of Vairocana Buddha, then the world's tallest statue at 128 meters, or 420 feet. Oh, that's a really good number right there. Created in Zhaokun Township, Henan, China. Huh. Yep. And then 2015, Pope Francis told priests to pardon women who have had an abortion in a letter released by the Vatican. Yeah, that's a touchy subject. So.
Okay, but still, Pope Francis can still eat a dick.
Yeah.
There's a lot of wars. There's like a lot of war stuff in between this too. We don't have to read it, but it's pretty interesting.
Well, Scott, it's your turn, so you can go for it.
Well, I'll do the 2015 one first here.
Okay.
Google changes its logo, the biggest redesign since 1999. Good old Google.
All right, let's see here. Google logos. Let's see here. Throughout history, here we go. Oh yeah, that's right. They used to be called Backrub. That's creepy. Yeah, 1999, 2009. Okay, I see. Yeah, 1998 to 1999, they did a significant, font difference, and then they kind of kept the same look until 2013 and 2015. They just simplified it fully. But wow, 1997, that's not even readable, or legible. Wow. Anyway, go ahead, Scott. You have dos más.
2015, Pope Francis tells priests to pardon women who have had an abortion in a letter released by the Vatican.
I had already read that. You wanted to read the war stuff before, right?
All right. Yeah, okay, so then we'll do 2012.
Yep.
2 suicide bombings kill 12 people and wound 50 in a NATO base in Afghanistan's Said-Abad district.
Dang. And then another one here.
The U.S. drone strike kills 5 people in North Waziristan, Pakistan.
Wow, what a name, Waziristan. It's living up to its name, you know. Like, welcome to Waziristan. Don't mind the explosions and the corpses. It's just here for ambiance.
Darn, I gotta make sure I stay on when you're reading something, because it's like I was looking at stuff above there and I just lost the place, and that's why I read the same thing again.
It's alright, dude. It happens, you know.
Gotcha.
This is why we have multiple people, you know, to keep each other, like, you know, hey, you missed that, or oh, hey, you know, because, like, I've missed a lot myself, and I've double read and everything. But hey, Sohan, you got Aretha Franklin here, 2018.
Yeah. With this whole fucking disgrace of a fucking funeral. 2018, Aretha Franklin's funeral held in Detroit, attended by Stevie Wonder, Ariana Grande, and Bill Clinton, with processions of 140 pink Cadillacs. Yes, but the whole fuck up is with Ariana Grande singing. Bill Clinton's being a fucking pervert, pretty much, staring. The fucking creep.
Yeah, that sucks. Like,
also talking about that, the Aretha Franklin funeral service in 2018, Bishop Charles H. Ellis III apologizes for groping Ariana Grande during Aretha Franklin's funeral service.
oh my god, that is reprehensible. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Why would a bishop do that? Aretha Franklin's funeral. Like,
Exactly.
Oh my god. He should be shot. You know? He should be the next motherfucker getting buried. Like, swear to God, that's awful. That is just... Oh.
Exactly.
I'm gonna throw up.
Also in 2018, Finnish Ferrari driver Kimi Räikkönen qualifies in 1 hour 19 minutes and 1 minute, I think. They're in Q3 of the Formula 1 Italian Grand Prix in Monza. Record for fastest average lap speed in F1, 163 kph or 163 miles per hour.
Yeah. kph is kilometers per hour. So, like, you know, that's the...
metric system.
Yeah, metric. We go by freedom units over here. So...
Yep.
Oh, here we go. Another funeral. 2018 memorial service for Senator John McCain at Washington National Cathedral with his daughter Meghan McCain, Barack Obama, and George W. Bush speaking.
Petty memorial.
What memorial?
Petty memorial.
A petty memorial. Huh.
Pretty much saying Trump wasn't allowed to go there.
Oh. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, this was during Trump's presidency. So
A petty one, if I said petty.
Wow, so they wouldn't allow him to pay respects. What a bunch of dicks. So,
Hey, he still hung the flag half-mast, so...
Yeah. Moving on up into 2019, co-founder and CEO of Twitter, this guy who looks like Scott, Jack Dorsey, has his Twitter account hacked.
I knew you were going to say that.
I'm sorry, Scott.
Damn, the CEO of the co-founder of Twitter had his own account hacked.
Yeah, I think that's bullshit. I think it's just like, oh, I got my hack. We have to increase our security. Like, it's all a bunch of malarkey just to push shit. So.
Yep.
In 2019 as well, exhibition of Christian Dior set new attendance record of almost 595,000 in 7 months on closing at the Victoria and Albert Museum in London. Huh. He was a fashion designer, so it was an exhibit on all of his fashion and everything. So.
Correct.
Yep, Dior is an expensive brand.
Oh yeah, yeah. Don't they do perfumes and stuff too? Like or something Dior. Like
Pretty sure.
because like I have a meme like of a guy with like 1,000 sausages in his mouth. It's like the new fragrance, sausage Dior. So
Damn.
yeah, let's see if I can
Sausage
actually find
mouth.
it. Sausage
Sausage.
memes. C-U-S-A-G. Sausage. Yeah, here it is. I found it.
Sausage memes.
Sausage, the new fragrance, Dior. I'll post this in Mike list here for you. But Scott, it is now your turn.
Sausage cologne.
Sausage
2020, BTS become the first all-Korean pop act to top the Billboard 100 singles chart with Dynamite.
Dynamite. Like, is that the one? I don't even know how to sing it. You are dynamite. That was Black Eyed Peas, right? I swear that was older.
Like what?
Like the song Dynamite for Black Eyed Peas.
I did the floor the other day.
Sounds like Scott is preoccupied.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired.
Okay.
I haven't eaten shit.
Scott, you still there?
Sorry. Yeah, 2020, President Trump visits the city of Kenosha, Wisconsin, where Jacob Blake was shot to offer support to law enforcement.
Ooh, I'm gonna ping Alice with this here. Yes, because I think she was there or she was around. Oh wait, no, she's not from Wisconsin. She's from the other place. I legitimately like forgot this time. So, oh well. And one more, Mr. Scott.
So let me scroll down. Phone.
2021. Just last year.
2021, Cristiano Ronaldo breaks world record for goals scored in men's international football. Hits his 110th and 111th goals for Portugal in a 2-1 World Cup qualifying win over Republic of Ireland and Faro.
Huh. He broke the world record, so that's interesting. And I just saw something like it's a little bit of a shorter one. If you don't mind taking the very last one before we go into bursts. Because this one's interesting. You know, corresponding to current events.
2021, Texas law banning most abortion after 6 weeks comes into effect, now most restrictive in the country.
Yeah, remember the whole Roe versus Wade thing not too long ago?
I also remember this 2021 of Hurricane Ida. That was that video I put of the water at the dam.
Oh, yeah.
Hurricane Ida. I remember because I fucking lived it.
Yeah, that's right.
That
You're
was
down
a
there.
serious rain. The roads were literally like flooding, and there was stuff everywhere. Just like pipes were flooding into the streets, and there was rocks all over the place. It was crazy.
Yeah. Well, so do you want to take the Ida one, 2021, and then take the first two bursts?
I'm okay. You can take the Ida one.
In 2021, record rain recorded from Central Park, New York, 7.13 inches, and Newark, New Jersey, 8.41 inches from remnants of Hurricane Ida. So this is afterwards.
Yeah, we got those 8 inches. I remember that. We got 8 inches of rain.
I was going to say something else. You're like, oh, we got those 8 inches. I'm like,
I was about, actually, I pretty much refrained myself from saying it.
I wish I had that power.
I didn't say I took those 8 inches. We got the. But...
Yeah, but
Wow.
Anyway.
Mr. Sohan, let's move on up into bursts. Start us off with 1286 here.
1286, Elizabeth Richiev of Poland, Queen of Poland, died in 1335.
And then that's a pretty good time jump here into 1653.
Yep. 1653, Johann Gressebel, German composer and organist. Born in Nuremberg, Germany. Died 1706.
Yeah.
BRB.
All right. Moving on up into 1795, James Gordon Bennett was born on this date. He was, or senior, James Gordon Bennett Sr. He was an American newspaper publisher for the New York Herald. He was born in Keith, Scotland, dying in 1872. Hey, one of you guys, Scott. Born in the Scotland. In 1813, we have Mark Hopkins, an American business tycoon and railroad executive, Central Pacific Railroad. Born in Henderson, New York, dying in 1878. Huh. Mr. Scott.
Railroad. Okay. Let's see.
What was that noise?
Don't ask.
Was that your brain malfunctioning?
Probably. I gotta pull the pull cord and get it started again. Man, there's a lot in between there.
Yeah, there are.
Look, 1886, Priscilla do Amaral, Brazilian modernist artist born in Capivari, Brazil, died in 1973.
Man, dude, look at her hair, though. That's like, matted down, like with glue or something. That reminds me, do you remember that idiot who put Gorilla Glue in her hair? Like,
yep, that was unbelievably
stupid.
I cannot believe it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's glue. What do you expect is going to happen, dude? Like, ooh, you have a boxing guy here.
So,
1923?
Yep. Rocky Marciano, American boxer, undefeated world heavyweight champion, 1952 to 1956. Born in Brockton, Massachusetts, died in 1969. And I'm pretty sure it was a plane crash.
Yeah, I think that's right, because you mentioned, yeah, it is plane crash.
We read that yesterday, I think.
You are a wealth of knowledge, my good sir, and I am ecstatic to have you part of the team.
I'm so flattered, man.
We have
You are the man. You are the best.
I'm just Ayo the food dude, man, So. 1946, we have Barry Gibb, was an English singer-songwriter, the Bee Gees, born in Douglas, Isle of Man, and I correct myself, not was, is, because he is still alive. So.
True.
Yep. And we have Phil McGraw, Dr. Phil, born on this date in 1950, a U.S. psychologist, author, and TV personality, Dr. Phil and the Oprah Winfrey Show, born in Veneta, Oklahoma. Now, speaking of the Oprah Winfrey Show, I've said this before, and with the potential of coming under fire, I'm going to say this again. I find it kind of funny that Oprah Winfrey, a woman of color, would have a channel called the Oprah Winfrey Network, which, when abbreviated, spells out OWN. That's a little weird, just to me. I don't know.
Wait, what? The oh.
Yeah, Oprah Winfrey Network, OWN, OWN.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, that seems a little strange to me.
A little suspect.
It's very sussy right there.
Yep.
Among Us! Yeah, man. Anyway, Scott, it's your turn again.
Yeah, because So He Wo He went a hiatus.
So He Wo He is AFEKFE.
1957, Gloria Estefan, or Fajardo, Cuban-American singer, Miami Sound Machine for Conga, born in Havana, Cuba. Havana, whatever.
Yep. Have you seen that video? Because you've heard the song Havana, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen the remix where they had Trump singing it?
Oh, that must have been lovely.
It's awesome, dude. No, they took a bunch of clips, from his speeches, and like they auto-tuned it, and like it actually sounds like he's singing. Like, it's really crazy.
Sweet.
And then you have another one here in 1996.
So many in between.
I know. It's a tragedy, but we can't report on everything. I really hope the viewers, after the show, they take a look, see what else happened that we didn't report on, because a lot of things happen, and especially, more recently, it's been shown a lot of things that are not highlighted are actually, really important. Like, like yesterday, the whole Afghanistan thing, like that's when they pulled out and all that stuff, and it wasn't even highlighted. Or the case with Genghis Khan, he wasn't even reported on with his death. So,
right.
Yeah. Which, thank you again, Queen of Ka, Miss Grimm, Little Miss Doom, whatever name you want to be going by. Which I don't actually know her actual name. Shame on me. So,
we'll have to ask her.
Yeah. I don't interact with her enough, unfortunately, for my brain to naturally remember her name. She's not really on.
Yeah. Yeah, she hasn't been on really at all.
Yeah. But anyway, who was born on this date in 1996?
In 1996, Zendaya Coleman, American actress for Spider-Man, Homecoming, and Euphoria, singer and dancer born in Oakland, California.
California. Bleh. In 1997, we have Jungkook, Jeon Jungkook, South Korean pop singer, songwriter. Behind the scenes, Euphoria. Yeah, he's a singer for the Pope. I sing for the Pope and the Roman Catholic Church. Now, he was born in Busan, South Korea. I think I accidentally invented a new genre. Pope singer. Like, the spirit of John Paul comes back and starts busting rhymes, Moving on into deaths.
That's a new, that's a new genre you created, yeah.
Yeah, accidentally. Moving on to the deaths. 870, we have Imam Bukhari, or Muhammad. Why is that H like so big? That's weird. Muhammad al-Bukhari, an Islamic scholar and compiler of Hadith. Sahih al-Bukhari died at the age of 60. And then doing a pretty much double time jump here, going up into 1557, we lost Jacques Cartier, a French explorer who claimed what is now Canada for France, died at the age of 65. So, wow, he claimed Canada for France, but now it's owned by Britain, or it's its own sovereign state, but at one point it was owned by Britain. But they still do answer to the crown, stuff like that.
Yep.
Well, actually, they might not, because like it's worded weird, because Dad says that they're fully independent. I know that Australia is fully and completely independent. They don't even recognize the crown, but Canada does. And he says that the crown has no sovereignty over them, but if they recognize the crown, then it does. So I don't know. Like, then again, he is Canadian, so he should know more about Canadian politics than I should. So I was born in Tennessee.
And we have Shia Weird Al again.
Weird Al? Oh yeah,
Shia
we do.
LaBeouf.
Yeah, Shia. It's your turn.
1715, Louis XIV, King of France from 1643 to 1715, known as the Sun King, had longest reign in country, dies at 76. Sun King.
Longest reign in country, but before it said, who was the longest reigning monarch? It's kind of funny how Google... Okay, so yeah, it says here, French King Louis XIV remains in the top spot, having served a monarch for more than 72 years after taking the throne at the age of 4 and dying in 1715. Oh wow, so he was 4 years old when he took the throne. Well, that's young. Obviously,
this has nothing to do with this, but I hope nobody ever names their ship the Sun King.
The Sun King? Oh god, yeah, this...
Like the sinking, the sunking, yeah.
The sunken. Yo, I've seen a picture of a boat called the Unsinkable 2. It's like, why is it the second one?
Gosh.
And
instead
the picture
of the Titanic, because that was the Titanic, the unsinkable ship, yeah.
Yeah, but no, it was like like a fishing boat or something, like a privately owned small thing. but it was called the Unsinkable 2. The funny thing was, the picture of it was sinking. So.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think you gotta rename your boats there, buddy. You know.
Yes. Doesn't bode well. It's not a good history on those names.
Yeah. But then you have another one here in 1729.
1729.
Okay.
Richard Steele, Irish writer, playwright for The Conscious Lovers, and Whig politician who co-founded the Spectator magazine, dies at 57.
Ooh. Sucks. 1838, we lost William Clark. He was an American explorer, soldier, Indian agent, and territorial governor who led the Lewis and Clark expedition of 1804 through 6 and claimed the Pacific Northwest for the United States, dying at the age of 68. Dang. Yep.
Pretty cool.
Then we have Lillian Wall, died on this date in 1940. She was a U.S. pioneering nurse and social activist who started U.S. community nursing American community nursing with the Henry Street settlement in New York City. Died of a cerebral hemorrhage at 73. Must have been too much stress.
A brain bleed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, you know, she's wearing that hat. She's probably cooking her brain. You know, it's too warm. Or is that a hat or is that her hair? I can't tell. I think it's a hat.
I have no idea. It's black and white. It's hard to tell.
Well, I can see the line there. I can see, like, you know, at her eye level, that's her hair. That's a really fuzzy hat. Strange hat. Anyway, who died on this date in 1981? Uh-oh.
1981, Albert Speer, German architect and Nazi leader for the Reich, Minister for Armaments and War Production, dies of a stroke at 76.
Good. Frickin' Nazis. And then you have another one, maybe. Yep, here we go, 2013. What the fuck? Why do we have an HTML code in here? A lot of scrolling. 2013.
Oh, this guy, Tommy Morrison, Tommy the Gun. Tommy Gun, man. He was in one of the Rocky films. And, pretty sure that he got sick and passed away at like 40. Yeah, it says it right here. I didn't realize it. But yeah, 2013, Tommy Morrison, American boxer for the WBO heavyweight title in 1993, an actor for Rocky V, dies from AIDS at 44.
Was he the Russian guy? Like, if he dies, he dies?
No.
Okay.
No, that wasn't. Nope.
Let's see here. Images. Tommy Morrison. Oh, I see. So he's training with Rocky. Okay.
Oh, I think it was Tommy the Duke Morrison, actually.
I see Tommy Morrison of Rocky V, co-star, died at 44.
Yep.
This is the same guy. Dang. That sucks. And that concludes the show. Once again, you can check the underbar, the description, for any links you may find interesting, including but not limited to everything Omni Coalition, as well as SoN TV on Twitch. For your dose of Past Events Daily, we stream every day at 10 in the morning Pacific Time, which is also 12 Central or
1 p.m. Eastern.
Yep. For all of you and all of us, I am A.O. Xander.
I am Scott.
And that is SoN. And you, of course, are you, viewer. And until you catch us tomorrow, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Until then, toodles. Let's go, Brandon.